Do what the will should be the whole of the law. My first channel, Nexus and Dots, is a music channel. Once I started using it, its focus was obscure musics that I enjoy. When I decided to start adding informative videos, I found they were quickly lost amid the music. Thus, I split off a secondary channel with its own email, etc. The remaining question was what to do with the non-music videos lost in the sea of music videos. Looking them over, I felt that there were several that contained material that is significant. I will not be porting all of my older videos. Specifically, I will be ignoring the more topical socio-political commentary. Hopefully you enjoy these videos. If you'd like to request a topic, leave a comment below. Please share, like, and subscribe. Truth is found in the rubble of falsehood. Love is the law, love under will. Do what the will should be the whole of the law. Welcome to the video for Enochian and the Supreme Ritual of the Pentagram. To paraphrase what Abraham von Worm says in his book, The Sacred Magic of Raphael and the Mage, spirits aren't impressed by ignorant and mindless repetition of misunderstood phrases in foreign languages. Far better to speak in your native tongue. However, foreign tongues can give an aura of the sacred, a sense that something unusual is happening. Classic example is the comparison of the Latin Mass versus a Mass done in the common tongue. So how to resolve these two viewpoints? Essentially, you should know what you're saying, and resort to your native tongue when the actual deal is being done. So, what is Enochian? Enochian is the language revealed to Johannes D. during a series of working he and Edward Kelly did in Elizabethan England. There's a whole bunch to the system, but we are only going to be concerned with the language itself. The next thing you might wonder is, what is the Supreme Ritual of the Pentagram? Simply put, it is an elaboration of the Greater Ritual of the Pentagram, one of 3 rituals of the pentagram commonly used by ceremonial magicians. Like all rituals of the pentagram, the Supreme Ritual follows a fourfold format of the Kabbalistic cross, invocation of the quarters, a call to the archangels, and another Kabbalistic cross to close. As with the Greater Ritual, the Supreme Ritual has 2 pentagrams for each quarter, a spirit pentagram and an elemental pentagram. The spirit pentagram is active or passive depending on whether the corresponding element is active or passive. The primary difference between the Supreme and Greater Rituals of the pentagram are that the pentagrams are traced while uttering an Enochian phrase. Enochian is the language of the angels. It is named after the biblical Enoch, who is said to have spoken with angels. Each quarter has an elemental attribution, and the Enochian phrases correspond to these elements, some obviously, some not so obviously. In order, these are Exarp, Air of Spirit, and Oro Iba Auspi, you who cry aloud in the place of desolation. Then Betom, Fire of Spirit, and Oip Tea Pedoke, you whose name is as it ever was. Then Hakoma, Water of Spirit, and Arsel Gaio, you who are the first true creator, the Horned One. And finally, Nanta, Earth of Spirit, and Mor Dial Hiktiga, you who burn up iniquity without equal. Each pentagram also has a Hebrew title. The god names are not proper names but titles. They are Ahia, which translates to I am, Agla, which is an acronym for Ate Gibor Le'olom Adonai, which translates to You are mighty forever, my Lord. Next is Yahweh, which is the Tetragrammaton, which symbolizes creation, rebirth, male, female, positive, negative. Next is Elohim, which is a plural meaning gods, goddesses, angels, and great men. Men being in the human sense, not necessarily the male sense. Then El, which is simply a word meaning God, or supreme God. And finally, Adonai, which translates to my Lord. However, in Thelema, Adonai also refers specifically to the holy guardian angel, or your own personal angel. Now, some people prefer to say Yod-He, Vov-He, rather than Yahweh. I think this is silly, since Agla is an actual acronym, and we don't spell it, but instead pronounce it. As a side note, I should also mention that there is no J in Aramaic or Hebrew, thus that name cannot be pronounced Jehovah, as it is commonly rendered in the King James Bible. I will link an article to the recent occurrence of J when it came into being and all kinds of neat linguistic stuff for those who like linguistics. This is one of the first things I hit the Jehovah's Witnesses up with when they come to my door. Since Adonai means the Holy Guardian Angel in Thelema, the title of Agla could also be read, "You are mighty forever, my angel." When taken as a whole, the combination of Hebrew and Enochian phrases and words and names create some interesting sentences, thoughts. For example, in the air quadrant, one says, Exarp, Ehia, Oro, Iba, Auspi, Yahweh. Or, Air of Spirit, I am the one who cries aloud from the place of desolation, O Tetragrammaton. To fire, Bitom, Ehia, Oip, Teah, Bedoke, Elohim. Fire of Spirit, I am the one whose name is as it ever was, O divine beings. For water, Hokoma, Agla, Mmph, Arsel, Gaiol, El. Water of Spirit, who is mighty forever, my angel, you who are the first true creator, the horned one, God. Then finally, Nanta, Agla, Mordial Hiktiga, Adonai. Or, Earth of Spirit, who is mighty forever, my angel, you who burn up iniquity without equal, my angel. As you can see, this can be continued by analyzing each part further. If there is interest, I will break down each portion a bit more. I should probably do one on the relationship of the aspirant and the HGA. Maybe I'll do one on the nature of the elements, though that is pretty basic. The material in this video covers and extends the material in a blog post I will link below. Love is the law, love under will.